Okay. Why does my camera look off center? Because it is off center. I wonder how that happened. That's better. Okay. So yeah, I'm still busy building a profile website. I'm just going to continue with that. But what I need to also do is lay out a plan on the stuff I still need to do. Because I know what I want to do now in the short term, but like long term, there's a lot I want to do. We should probably start up a thing on Jira or Asana or something. And which was the one I preferred again? I think it was Jira. Yeah, by Atlassian. Just want to open the flowchart I had open last time. Because I think I did make some stuff on there that might be relevant. Is it this thing? I think it might be this one. This is just explaining the worker service. Actually, no. I'll do that off stream. Let's not do that on stream. For stream, what I'm going to continue doing is just building the page block. So what I wanted to do last time was rework this page block so that you get different variants. One that floats left, floats right. One that floats center, and then the central one needs to have two configurations, either a fixed width or a dynamic width, which is where all these variables came in. But this didn't solve my float direction issue. I think I kind of want to rebuild this whole thing. Start from scratch. That might be an idea. Because a lot of these styles I copied over from my old website. And there's a lot of redundant stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is clear out a lot of this. Variables for the font families and stuff can stay. And we'll just swap out the font. Most of this needs to go. Most of this needs to go. And the functions can remain. So, what was I doing here? This was a new variant I was trying to rebuild. Let's get rid of this. And then just rework the old one. Like that. And then we're going to clear our styles. Before we do that though, I wonder if it's worth committing some changes first. It's all related to the same stuff. So nah, I'm not gonna bother. This doesn't... Why doesn't this work? I'm not using extend. Is it because something else is? Must be here. Why would that break it though? I didn't remove the bootstrap reference. Why would it break? Because it's one of my own classes I'm extending. It's not a bootstrap class. That's why. Should get rid of it. Yebo. Okay, so now I can remove this piece as well. Then I'm going to start from scratch with this whole thing. So before we add variables, we need to figure out how we want to do this first. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm going to keep the add class as an example. Just want to go grab some water. Okay, so we're going to rip out most of this. We're going to keep some stuff as examples like this. What's this? This is if you want to carry a parameter through to the children somehow. But how do you fetch it again? How do you fetch that parameter? Is this an example of it? I'm pretty sure you can just go context.items.get. Probably. Or like an array. It allows that, so I assume that's the way. But I do want to keep this as an example. So we're going to add it over here. Oops. Like that. And I think that's it. Then we can get rid of all this. Some of it I want to keep though. No. That's not. Okay, so we've got our page block. Wait. Yeah, we've got a page block and allowed children are those two. Here are the children, the header and the body. Target would be... Do you have to specify that? I don't have to specify it here. Parent tag. What if I rip this out? So see what that does. I don't think this is necessary. So now we're going to go to the index page to test this. And we're going to modify that page block over there. Also, while we at it, where's our MySQL workbench? So you can check the DB. This is outdated. 0310. I think I probably changed something related to the authentication again at that date. Probably why it stopped working. But I'm not going to bother fixing that now. That's not so important. Let's first start with the site. This is only if I am live, which we want to manually override and say that I'm not. Since it's not working anyway, it won't get updated by the actual service. So all we're going to see is this bottom page block. I'm going to comment this out for now. And then okay, so naturally these attributes won't do anything yet because we've now ripped it out. Okay, so there's our page block now. I just want to confirm that they're all just regular divs. They are indeed. Okay. Still wrapping this. Oh, wait, I think that might actually be, come on. Might actually be on the layout page. Yeah, intro parents on the layout page. So that's where that comes from, which means that he's behaving as expected. How's it, Heathen Wizard? Good, doing good in you. I'm busy building a profile site for my own Twitch stuff, so I can pretty much show like projects I'm busy with and progress on my website. But it's still a long way to go. I've built a Twitch integration so far to pull channel info. I think I might have given you a rundown of the basics before. I'm not sure. But it pulls information from my Twitch channel and shows it on this website. But what I'm doing is building some of the stuff from scratch, because originally I copied it from one of my existing sites. So now I'm just starting from scratch again. So the first thing we want to do is restore the body styles that I just broke. What would be the easiest way to copy it from the old website? Probably. Let's do that. Is it this one? Came to lurk for a bit. Cool, man. I appreciate it. Is this the old one? I think this might be the one. We go to sus, root styles, and then find body. Where's the one that tiles an image across the background? Where, there. This is the one. Copy that over. Actually, and then the part at the top here as well. This is just a fallback though, so it's not going to apply. Oh, it is going to change the color, but I've got some sus errors because these aren't defined. They should be. Oh, wait, I renamed them. That's one. So you're keeping some base things from the old site, like colors, because I've already reworked the colors, except for that orange background line. So that orange line is from the old site, but I want to go green on this one. And that's just drawn in Photoshop, if I remember correctly. Wait. Wrong project. This one. We want to open the folder. wroot images. This one. Yeah, so it's just transparent with a diagonal line, which is semi-transparent as well. Let's quickly add a new layer. Fill it with this color. I can actually see it properly. But if I do a color overlay, it's going to get rid of the transparency. But how do I access my swatches? Here? No. Is this it? No. Which one's my usual? Green. Can't remember which one it is. How do you see the name again? Rename? That one doesn't have a proper name. This would be the one. Touch green. Oops. Color overlay there. Still looks very transparent. I guess it is. So when you do a color overlay, it doesn't get rid of the transparency. I guess that's the result I'm looking for then. PNG, we're going to overwrite the existing one. No compression. Now it's green. Also, I want to resize this monitor because I know the text is usually hard to read on stream. Now everything's big. Okay, so fix our image. Trying to think, do we want to make the body a bootstrap container? I didn't do that in the old one. I had individual containers, but we could. No, because if we make it a container, then any rows and columns we add are going to have padding, if I understand correctly. Let's test it. Should get no errors. Or is it extends with an S? I can't remember now. No, not with an S. So we do container, then inside, which one was another layout? I think that's actually make that one a container. Unless, I wonder, am I going to do a header? No. It's a shortcut again. Let's just paste it. There we go. The footer is going to, we don't have to give it a ID. Why so many divs? I very much doubt I need this. If I'm starting from scratch, might as well do things better. Okay, so now our body can be a container. No, column. Where's my sus? I don't think I need to do anything else. We got no padding or margins or anything. Let's see how that behaves. Actually, I don't think we're going to see much now. Wait, where is the Chrome window? There. This is the one. Okay, so it's centering. What's this? I know what that is. Views index. Is this wrong website? Sorry. Should move this one to the other window so it doesn't confuse me. Views index. This. We don't have the tag helper for that anymore, so it's just unnecessary element. Okay. Where's our footer? See, it does have margins. So anything you add to this container is going to have a margin. That's why I'm not sure if I should be using Bootstrap right at the root. This also needs to be centrally aligned. Can you even notice that the line is green? Yeah, but barely. It looks more white than green, I guess. Leave it as is for now. I'll fix it later. It's not spend too much time on styling, except for the block that I want to build. So the first thing I'm going to do is the footer again. See if it's row, it's going to inherit the container thing. But if we make this container fluid, it fills the page. Let's make it black for now. And then border radius, make it something like 5 pixels. Background color, give it a dark gray. So colors the font currently white, so it's good enough. It looks more or less okay, but the padding is now behaving weird unless but if you wrap it, so this could be why I wrapped it in div initially. Where's my layout now? Those are classes, so I need to remember the dot. Okay, so we want to style the first div and actually move this over to that. It's not working though. Unless this failed to compile. Doesn't seem that way. Footers, first tier row, first tier column. Wait, the footer itself is a row. I'm an idiot. There we go. So now I've got padding, but it doesn't look adequate. Although we got to center the text. So let's do the following. It looks better. Except now we want to fix our colors a bit. So I think I should have variables defined for everything already. If we take this background color, for example. Ooh, there's so many, most of them being Bootstrap. Let's look at it ourselves. I think it's this one. It's a box shadow, I think. Box shadow. Can't remember all the parameters. That's too much. Well, actually, let's keep it big. I think that's offset, length. Can't remember what that one is. I think it's spread, similar to Photoshop spread. But yeah, we want no offset. It's a pretty big shadow, too big. Looks better. Other thing is my fonts. Hold on. Because they're part of the variables, if I remember correctly. But then we got to go. There's my font faces. Font family. That should fix our font. Yeah, that changed. Then we got to do color. But this looks very different from the old one. Did I not use the same colors? It's a very different box shadow. I think that's the big difference. And the border radius is lower. Let's take a look actually. Inspect element. There's a box shadow, 0.3 REM, -1 pixel. Oh, so you pull. Come on. So I pull it inward, like so. What's 0.3 REM? Because that's what I use on my old one. That looks very similar. Here's my border radius. One of these elements need to have a border radius. Or does this have no border radius? That too is possible, but I doubt that. No border radius. No border radius. That's strange. Those don't look square to me. Unless it's the shadow making them look round. Let's get rid of border radius here. Yeah, there's no border radius, but the corners look round. It's because of the shadow. Interesting. Optical illusion. Okay, so we've got that more or less looking the same as the old one. What else was different? The font color was orange in the footer, which I liked. So in this case, we want to make it green. Where does it inherit the color from? Let's see. I think it's just green. Let's see. Maybe light. But hold on, that one's also bold, is it not? It's not explicitly said to be bold, but the family is meant to be bold. Huh. Where's my variables? This is a bold one. Am I right? Yes. So this is actually the one we want to use for the footer. Where is it now? We didn't explicitly state one, so... Oops. There we go. But now links... I don't think we should be changing all link colors, or should we? No, I think we should. That's how I did it. I want to keep a lot of stuff like on the old site. Come on. Yeah, the light actually looks better. Oopsie. No, man. This bloody autocomplete is actually getting annoying lately. Okay, so the text decoration remains, but the color is fixed. Okay. That's how I wanted it. Except it's not Elite Digital. We can actually rip that out. Oh no, leave it in because technically that's the company doing all the dev, so to speak. company. Okay. Didn't actually mean to close it, just wanted to resize it, but then I screwed up. Okay, so there's our footer, and now it'll stretch the page. Now I'm wondering if we do like side panel stuff, if we go below a certain breakpoint, because the difference with the panels, for example, the footer has, you can shrink it quite a lot, and it'll still fit all the content without wrapping. Whereas if we start doing bigger panels with more content, it's going to start wrapping. Might want to slim it down to a certain breakpoint. That's what I'm thinking. Use proper responsive design. Oh, no. We'll handle wrapping on an individual basis. For now, let's get started with this page block thing. Let's call this page block. Actually, no. First thing we want to do is have a direction. So we're going to create an enum for this. We're going to have left, right, center. I wonder if this will work though, mapping an enum. Let's find out. Switch on page block direction. Now to invoke this, I don't know how. It might just be a case sensitive string, left, right, or center, but let's see. All right, auto completes for you. So yeah, it's case sensitive, but it's quite cool that it's compatible. I like that. Okay, now there's certain styles I would think that's going to apply to all of them. Maybe. No, man. My fingers again tonight. trying to think if the body is a container. I don't know if we should be doing row. I think we should be doing rows inside, which kind of goes back to, do we need the body as a container? Because the moment you nest containers, I'm pretty sure it's going to create duplicate padding. How can we test this? So we don't have to extend on classes on the children if we just do the following. So both the header and the body is going to inherit from Bootstrap rows. If the parent's a container, we make this one a row, and then pre and post content. So pre and post content, we want to manually, no. We are going to have to inject cells. For now, we could just manually test it. Let's not inject them. Let's just manually add them. Just want to see if this causes duplicate padding or not, because I suspect it would. Where'd that page open up now? Here. It does. So if I were to make the parent fluid, two sets of padding, that's a problem. That's what I'm hoping to avoid. So you can't do containers within containers unless take the parent container and get rid of its padding. Well, not the parent, the second one. So let's do that. There we go. Now it's right against the edge. Hopefully that doesn't cause too many other problems. I don't think it would. But okay, so now what I want to do on the page block is the header and the body automatically needs to add a child that is already a column. So we're going to use the pre-content and post-content for that, like this. Make those columns. So now if we go change this one, rip the text out, get rid of the div, put the text back. We should still, I don't know if Art Reload's going to work. Let's see. Looks like it does. So we should still now be seeing the same amount of padding, but we're not. Why? Here. So why is this not working? Oh, we've got double column now. Why? It's an extends container, right? Page block itself. Extends container with no padding. And we've got the header and the body as a row. Unless... Could it be... Do you have Razor runtime compilation? Yes, we do. It's like the page isn't building. Let's just restart it manually. Unless there's something else I'm missing. Still not right. Getting double column, row, column, column. Why is that happening? I don't understand why that's happening. But if it's happening twice, then removing this should keep it from happening. I guess I have to restart the app every time. Or use hot reload. I forgot about hot reload. Okay, now it's got no padding, which is also wrong. But it's not in a column anymore. This is super weird. So by adding column once, it adds it twice. Why? We didn't extend from anything from column. Nope. I don't know why that's happening. Let's do it just on the header. See what happens. We've got our padding back by the looks of it. Now it's only got one column. So it's almost as if, hold on. Let's inspect the body. Also has column. This is weird. So maybe I do need, what was that thing I removed? This. So I guess it doesn't distinguish between class names. You do need to tell it which one it applies to. I see. Otherwise it does it twice. Which one was it now? This one. That should hopefully fix that. Although now on our body one, we're not going to see it wrapped in a col. Or am I wrong? Did I hit hot reload? I did. No code changes found. Let's just restart it, see what it does. Now you can see a difference. So that you need to restart the app though. I've got runtime compilation and I have hot reload, but I still need to restart the app. That's weird. But okay, so that solved our problem. Now we just need to repeat this part over here. Okay, so it's the behavior we're expecting. Now when I look at styling the main block or main blocks, first thing, we're not inheriting container fluid. Not even sure if we should be doing container. And then also I'm not sure if the floating is actually going to work, just regular floating. So we're going to try that, but I have a suspicion it's not going to work due to all the bootstrap stuff, the flexbox. So it's already set to left. Let's see if float left does anything. It just messed with all the other stuff. Yeah. What is the footer? Footer is flagged as a row, so you can't float the whole row left. Probably do its contents. But hold on, no. This is a container, not a row. That's probably why it's interfering with a row. How do I fix that? My thinking is we shouldn't be using containers. Or the main body shouldn't be a container. Pretty much. That's what I'm thinking. Does that even make a difference? Let's reload again. Doesn't seem to. This doesn't extend anything. So that means floating and containers don't work well together. Well, it does, but not as you'd expect. Wait, we moved the body away from a container, right? If I remember correctly, my footer is still a row. Yes. Okay, let's get rid of that. Well, the footer fills, however, the initial page block is still offsetting it, which isn't right. Shouldn't be doing that. But obviously, this is now bootstrap styles that are inherited that are messing with it. See, it's already a div, so it would be a block, not an inline object. Let's see. Unless the default for footer is to be inline. I doubt it. Let's look at footer. Display. Its default is a block, so no, it's not that. I just want to check that I didn't miss any styles. Doesn't inherit, has box shadow, nothing fancy. And then it's got a text align, so that we can rip out for now. But this is the only thing that I could think of that's causing the problem. But if you make it fluid, I'm wondering if it's the fact that the footer sees their space and then just automatically fills that space. Yeah, something like that. Because now it's already broken down to the next line. Still not quite the behavior I want, but already moving in the right direction. The moment you throw a Bootstrap container in, it just fucks with everything. Damn, man. So I want to stick to Bootstrap containers, but at the same time, I have to try use styles that don't conflict with them. So like obviously float is causing problems. Now I'm wondering if we use a float parameter to, instead of floating the actual parent element, the parent element stretches the page all the time, and then we just float the child left or right. We could do that. I think that might actually be a better approach. So then we can revert back to containers. I don't even know if I'm doing this right now, because I'm pretty sure I had it different earlier. Where's the float? Let's get rid of that. Why am I not seeing padding? Footer is a row, body is a container. Unless I need to restart the app again. The should inherit column, right? Doesn't specify. Still not right. Thought it's that, but we normally don't need that. So it has to work. So the first tier div, let's just double check the layout page. First tier div is the column. That one's the row. That one's a container. Yep. Or did I do something else to mess the padding up maybe? No. Has to work. Wait a second. There's our padding, so it's only the other parts have to move to the column styling. So in other words, these pieces. That didn't work. No, it's not color. Has to work, man. Unless, again, I'm misunderstanding this whole thing. This is now the column. Column does indeed have a box shadow. So it shouldn't be a column. It should be the first child in a column. Oops, layout. It's kind of annoying. Now I have to wrap it in yet another div. No, it doesn't work at all. Ah, there we go. On an old website, how did I dictate the height? Did I use minimum height? What did I use? Line height, maybe? Line height, 2.5. Looks better. I guess I'm going to have to stick to the Bootstrap grid system. Okay. So now, in other words, every page block is going to have to be a row. But if it's a row, can't treat the header and the body as columns, which means you're going to have to treat the whole block as a row and a column and then style its children separately, I guess. I don't think I'd be able to do it any other way. So we're going to wrap it in a div of class column, but then we don't need this anymore, or here either. Okay, so wrapping everything in a column. I wonder if hot reload will work this time. Hold on. Did I fix my CSS? Yes, this extends row. This extends column. Forgot about that part. Did I? I don't remember having that. Oh, there. I do have that. There we go. These are already blocks, so now we just need to style them. Well, I think you want to add another child into this for the background styling. Yes. What am I typing? Two divs, and then the other one's a column. The first one, what shall we call this class? We're going to copy some of the footer styles like box shadow, the background color for now, just so we can actually see something. Hot reload. There we go. So now I can actually observe a box. We're going to just need to add some margins and paddings and stuff, but that's not a problem. Here's a footer. Usually 30 is a good number. Yeah, it should look good. Okay, now we can do the individual header and body styling. Let's look at the old website again for an example. Notice the music player is a bit in the way. Let's actually put that over there. So it looks somewhat different. Oh, but the color is obviously somewhat lighter. Where did it get its background? There. And box shadow is pretty much the same. It's got a border. Not that the border really matters, does it? I guess a slight border could make a difference. And a border radius, a slight border radius. I don't even know if that's the same grey as the old website used. Oh, it is 29. Yeah. Background's the same. Yes. No, it's just a border radius. I don't actually know what I used here. What's the value in REM? 0.187. How many pixels is that? It's 20% of 16. It's about 3 pixels. Yeah, 3 pixels. How do I use the function again? You just type function name. Should actually stick to using REM and then just convert everything. I think that would be 4. Also, I didn't use black as a shadow color on the old website, did I? I doubt that. Box shadow, no, I used that same dark gray, so dark gray. Could explain why it looked a bit different. There we go. That looks much more subtle. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to end stream early. I've got one hell of a migraine. Let's see, it should be quiet viewership. Yes, it is. Okay. Normally tech streams are a bit quiet. People find this boring, I guess. But yeah, I've got one hell of a migraine. I'm finishing up early.